too emotional. Good luck to my future wives and their future lives without me. I'm sure I prepared you. So many emotions. So many different cosmic shifts back and forth. I keep bouncing back and forth between being completely paralyzed and depressed, and then from being superiorly independent and taking care of business all by myself naturally. I was able to go ahead and read my story inside class, before class, and I found out which stories we will be tested on, and then which stories that we won't. Apparently, whatever stories that we don't discuss in class are stories that, frankly, that I don't really have to read, although I do have to choose a story to write about. And it has to be ones that we didn't discuss. So I think I've already chosen one based off the title, frankly. Although I'm going to go ahead and get that printed and given to me in advance. I'm supposed to be doing some intense reading tonight. I'm tempted to skip the story that we're not going to discuss. My mind is just like so messed up, and like my body's also messed up. I keep getting sick every morning. I got sick and I purged this morning too. And then like I'm also dealing with the other way where it's like my stomach's totally messed up and I feel like I might totally like crap myself sometimes. And I just have like super bad anxiety, and like I haven't ate, so there's no reason for me to be sick other than the fact that I haven't ate, I guess. You only got to see segments of my conversation with Dennis. However, I was getting ready to leave for work and school and massage, or I don't know, I was leaving for something, whatever. I was leaving yesterday, and oh yeah, I was going to go look at a place, and then I got ready and I left and I brought all my stuff for work, and then Dennis said he needed to talk to me before I leave, and he goes inside, like I come down and inside my car is food, and I was like, how is there food in my car? And apparently I left my car door like wide open all night. I don't know how that happened. I had to have been so fucking out of it. Fucking Saturday. Yeah, I really was. I've been like really emotional and just like really drowning in my work. Like work, like doing my metaphysical stuff, like what I'm actually here on this planet to do, which has been very healing and helpful. Sometimes draining. It's been painful, man. A lot of my stuff is really just my own stuff and has nothing to do with like any gentleman that have ever come into my life, and just like I faced so much abuse that like I really just shouldn't be in a relationship, and it's like becoming more and more clear the importance of my loneliness, you could say. However, like it doesn't change how I feel, you know? I'm not even gonna get into the depths of what that means, or what I mean right now. I feel like I should, though, because part of me feels like I am still I'm chasing what I can't have, is what it is. Whatever I can't have, I want it. It's more than that, and I'm just like trying to hide behind that because I want to act like I don't have feelings. Like I have like an exterior cold demeanor, like where I'm attempting to be emotionally detached despite my feelings that are still there. I'm gonna bring you in with me to this dry cleaners. I feel like I might have like some kind of godly conversation, so I felt the need. I really love him. He's such a sweetie. I almost want to show you him. I'm picking up my dry cleaning and I have to pay. I'm running out of refills for my pen. It makes me really upset because I don't want to drive 5 hours to Miami, and the one person I can get from up here is out of town for a couple weeks, and if I want to get it from someone else, they want $120. And apparently there's no wick in it, and the ones that I have wick in it. if Zach is listening right now, I could totally use your educational friendship and knowing the difference of that stuff. Or unless Kitty wants to look into marijuana. I'm like laughing, coughing, and stuff. I was definitely thinking that smoking might be related to why I'm getting sick. Like I need a break. Alright, let's go. Love this guy. I want to interview him. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Great, and you?
Beautiful lady.
Thank you.
Yes.
Always nice to see you.
Huh?
I was like, always nice to see you.
Thank you. Last name?
Mason.
Nothing.
Yay.
We done it. Yeah. Doing all right?
Yeah, hanging in there.
$100.
As always, right?
So you doing anything? Working
Yeah.
today?
Yeah. Around 5.
That's good.
I'm school until then. I have a class at 1.
Oh, what you studying?
This class will be history. I'm pursuing acupuncture.
That's good. So anything else? How's love life?
Shitty. Going
Why?
through a breakup.
Why? Beautiful like you.
He doesn't want to get married or have kids.
Oh,
Doesn't want to leave me on.
And do you want to marry you?
I think I do.
You need to see. But
Sure.
he beautiful lady like you. He
Yeah,
don't
but looks are temporary.
Huh?
Looks are temporary.
I know. You're always beautiful.
Thank
You're
you.
always a beautiful lady.
Till next time.
Okay, sweetie.
God bless
bye.
you.
I
Thank
see
you.
Hang up right there. Okay, so you came nice.
Yes. You did a great job as always. Thank you. I'll be seeing you again with whites. Thank you. I love him. He almost made me cry. I don't want to cry. I'm like avoiding my emotions. That's what's happening. So I kind of have to cry. I feel guilty and I want to talk to DTS today and tell him. I feel guilty that like I'm more sad about like losing this new person in my life as like a romantic prospect than like losing something that I had like 5 fucking years. I've only had it since like February. Like little earlier, like maybe like January 26th or something like that. I could check OnlyFans and find out like the official timing, but it's just frustrating, you know? And it makes me like turn hard. Like you wonder where that mistress comes from? The sadistic evil princess that many love to pay. It comes from that. And some women, like, they're hard to the point where it's like they just like hurting men at this point because like they've been so hurt by men. I'm definitely not like that. Like I've said 1,000 times, everything for me is always consensual. It just makes me like want to like change the dynamic or like to be more dommy and just like not care and just like be like send presents. Man, it definitely like does turn your heart harder though, like that's what happens. And like it seems like it's almost like what's wanted to happen. sad now. My sadness always turns to anger. And I become like macho. I get very masculine. It feels good though. Like I feel like I'm getting my power back. Like I gave my power to someone else, or like I just get obsessive about them or something. We're still friends, you know? It's just like I was becoming friends with the intention of mainly because I was courting him. Which is cool because, like, I normally don't feel that way about dudes. I feel that way more about women. And I court girls a lot more than I court men. Oh, man, but I love to be courted. Like, I love that chivalry. I love roses. I love poetry. Though at the same time, like, I can tell when it's fake. I always know when it's fake and when it's forced and when it's not real and when it means nothing. This felt like it meant something. And frankly, it feels like it still does. It's just like, it feels like he's sorting through his emotions. And part of me, frankly, I don't care. Because, like, I want him to be happy and I want to be happy too. And just, like, if I'm not captivating him and making him want to be with me and, like, be with me every night and like, or just, like, want to come to Florida and spend time with me, or want me to even go there, or, like, even be willing to drive for me and stuff like that, like, friends. Even then, like, that could be like gray area of like if we're even friends. Like, you don't want to drive to hang out with me? How is that friends? You know, like Kitty fucking drove like 3 hours to meet me in fucking Aptos in the fucking mountains, followed me up a mountain, man. Kitty's got mad on her. Yeah, Kitty, we all know your feelings and you're like what motivates you, though at the same time, like, your love is like so many different levels. It's not exclusively romantic feelings, which I feel like I arise in you because the fact that we're both extremely poetic, and the kind of romance that I create in my writings and my fantasies and my illusionaries are like, anybody that's like me is going to just eat that stuff up and fall in love with it and want to hear more of it. And man, I love to channel. Like, I've been thinking a lot lately about writing poetry, about, like, I almost want to say, like, inspired by Kitty or something like that. Where it's also, like, my own personal thing, though. Like, I had this vision recently about kind of writing poetry about a girl, except instead of it being like an actual person, or like I wanted to write it about you. Like, that was my instincts. Except remember that whole you is me thing? I was thinking about like writing like what I would love to hear kind of thing. Although just like a way of also releasing these emotions and the thoughts, you know, and like a way of giving away my love and devotion that I would to a person if I was like that madly in love. Like, I'm madly in love with being madly in love. Like, that is my addiction. I think maybe that's why I fall in love all the time. And, like, I also really enjoy my pain, you can say. Like, I really enjoy my suffering, because out from it, I become much stronger. I have so much love to give, it's ridiculous. And that makes me think of DTS, because he always said that, about how much he had, like, so much love to give for, like, me and his wife. And, you know, it's funny, because, like, some things could be, like, totally, it's like, it's not as, like, closed-minded as a lot of people go and think. Yesterday, I met Aqua Dude's wife. Oh my god. She was so freaking cool. She was so cool. Like, I could talk forever about this stuff. Like we weren't sure if we, like, well, he wasn't sure. He said to her, like, can we still be friends? And she was like, what? Like, they've been together since they were, like, 14 years old. They're, like, the epitome of, like, the love relationship that I desire. I know that they're coming out of a rough spot and they've been through a shit ton of stuff. However, that's still, regardless, that's exactly what I want. I want all of it. Even the trashy fights and misery I'll take it as long as it comes with that in the end. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.